Hi everyone, it's me. If you're new here, my name's Alanna and I'm a Canadian, but I live here in the UK. And if you're not new here, hey, how's it going? You will know that I love a cheeky taste test. Now, Amazon has done their buy Amazon range for a while now, but they're really starting to sell actual food products, like milk, which I bought. So naturally, I bought a bunch of stuff and we're gonna try it and I'm super excited. Anyway, that's the vibe for today. Have a seat, get cozy, put your feet up. Hope you enjoy this video. I'm really excited. And without further ado, let's go. Now let's start with something that I love. One of my all-time favorite things. And I think the UK does, quite frankly, the best in the world. Can I say that? And that is crisps. Try saying that 5 times fast. So I got the by Amazon hand-cooked crisps, sea salt and vinegar. Supporting British farms, uses British potatoes, sure, okay. I gotta be honest, this reminds me so much, I wanna say, of the Co-op one. Do they use similar colors or something? I feel like this looks so familiar. And before I open the bag, have a look. I think those are all broken. So these were next day delivery, right? So if you really needed a bag of crisps and you didn't wanna leave your house, but I do think they're completely annihilated in this bag because they were in a box with something else that was really heavy. You know what? We do have some crisps intact. That's honestly shocking. It smells very vinegar, salt and vinegar. Cheers. You know what? These are so coated. Sometimes you get crisps like salt and vinegar that are they kind of taste like if a salt and vinegar crisp was in a different room. These are so flavorful. Completely coated. Oh my God, look at it. I am shocked. Wow. These are really good. They're so salt and vinegar, so coated. If you eat a whole bag of these, you know when the skin starts sloughing off of your mouth? That's what's gonna happen. And that's my favorite. I'm really shocked. There are definitely some broken ones, but less so than I thought originally. I was not expecting this. But the question is, how expensive? So the sea salt and vinegar crisps. Now I did loads of discounts on these, so it's not super obvious. If you were just gonna buy these one off, £1.58, which I think is fairly reasonable. I know my favorite, Tesco's Finest, is usually £1.50. So very comparable. But I bought them on Subscribe and Save for £1.50. And if you buy 4 items, you get 10% off, which I bought more than 4 items. And obviously I immediately canceled the Subscribe and Save. Duh. £1.58 one-off purchase, perfectly reasonable. Really salt and vinegar. I'm actually kind of shocked. 5 out of 5. Skin sloughing off your mouth. I love it. Moving right along, while all of that flavor is in my mouth, let's do a drink. I did buy a couple of different, they're all very different drinks. Let's do this. This is the Lemon and Lime Zero by Amazon. Zesty Fizz. I was led to believe this is more of a soda and less of a sparkling water. At least that's my hope. And I gotta be honest, I hope this is okay because I had to buy a case of 24. But I'm kind of hoping that it's gonna be a 7-Up or a Sprite kind of thing. And obviously this has been in the fridge. Cheers. That's nice. Lemon, lime, artificial lemon, lime. Maybe even more artificial than a 7-Up for some reason. But otherwise, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Thank God, because I got 24 of these. So a case of 24 of these bad boys is £9.50. There is no Subscribe and Save for this particular one, but it is part of the 10% off any 4 items. So got it a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 7 knockoff 7-Up. I think I do prefer 7-Up. We tend to buy a case of 7-Up Zero when it's on sale. And that's like a nice like lemonade version, variety, like whatever. I think the 7-Up is better than this, but this is still nice. It's still drinkable. I'm going to drink the case. I'm not going to be worried about it. This is so not important at all. I personally love the tall skinny cans. I don't know why. I just so prefer this. Anyway, this is great. And it's really mixing with the salt and vinegar currently in my mouth. Next up, let's go for something totally different because we're not just doing snack food, all right? Because I bought this. Mexican style rice by Amazon. They had a couple of different varieties of these like rice in a pack, put it in the microwave things. And sometimes I buy these at Tesco, especially like where I work from home and I make lunch at home. If you're doing something like with rice or whatever, especially at lunchtime, doing one of the like microwave packs is super convenient rather than actually like cooking rice normally. But I picked this one specifically because we need to have a little talk really quickly. The UK doesn't know how to make Mexican food. There, I said it. I've had wonderful Indian food in the UK. I've had wonderful Greek food. I've had wonderful Italian food. In the 10 plus years I've lived in the UK, not once have I ever had good Mexican. I think you guys are just a little bit too far from Mexico. It's just never happened. So when I saw that one of the rice packs was Mexican, I thought, oh my God, we gotta try it. So ready in the microwave in 2 minutes. Let's give it a go. All right, everyone, moment of truth. We have our package of Mexican style rice. Can you see? Mmm. Okay. This does have the added benefit of like 4 kernels of corn. It is so red. I was not expecting that. Cheers. Okay. Well, they can't all be winners. Wow. Okay. So it's not good. It's not even like the flavor is not necessarily good. It's the rice is so mushy and like, it's like globulous is the word that I want to use. That's not a word. Do you know the word? It's like a giant glob. The texture of a glob. The texture of a glob that is also dry. In terms of like the flavors, we've got tomato puree, sweet corn, green pepper, carrot, tomato paste, paprika, cumin, garlic, pepper. I'm not even like totally against it's a very it's like tomato rice. I'm not totally against that, especially if you like mix it in with other things. This has no spice whatsoever. It says warmly spiced. That's a lie, Jeff Bezos. It's not spiced at all. It's tomato rice, which I'm not against. You know, time and a place for everything. But the actual texture of the rice and everything sucks so bad. Why do I do this to myself? And to be fair for this like product, I feel like the Tesco ones and the actual like named brand ones are so much better than this. Like, it's never as nice as rice that you make yourself and you season yourself and everything, but like, there's a time and a place. This sucks. I don't want to talk about this anymore. 1 out of 6 Mexican flags crying. Get it away from me. One last thing, we do have to talk money. I totally forgot about that in my anger. I forgot. On Amazon, limited time deal, that packet of rice is 49 cents. Sorry, 49 pence. When it's not on sale, it's 58 pence, which I feel like is way cheaper than the supermarket. I want to say when I get them at Tesco, they're like £1 at least. Plus then 10% off any 4 qualifying items. So that is the cheapest packet rice I've ever consumed, and it's not worth it. Okay, because that one sucked, I want to move on to the buy Amazon product that I got carded by. I got the Amazon man needed age verification, and that's because Amazon does its own wine, and not just any wine. Boxed wine, and it's so heavy. So we are trying the Grenache Rosé wine of Spain exclusively by Amazon. This is equivalent to 4 75 cl bottles or 24 125 ml glasses. Can stay fresh for up to 6 weeks. I decided to go with the rosé, but they did do red and white. So the more you know. But I did get carded for this one. So fun. Love that. I actually got carded recently. I'm working on another taste test video. If you like taste tests, thank you so much. I love doing them, and I'm gonna keep doing them, and I appreciate you guys watching them. I'm working on another taste test, an alcohol taste test, and I got carded at the supermarket, and the kid, like 17-year-old kid, was like, I'm really sorry, can I see your ID? So I show him my driver's license, and he looks at the year, and he laughed, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I did that. I was like, yeah, I'm 33. It's been a hot minute since I've used a bag nozzle. How do you get it out? Okay, we've got this thing sticking out. Let me get a cup. Nothing quite like some rosé boxed wine to wash down the Mexican-inspired rice. Looks like a rosé. Smells like a rosé. Cheers. Well, that's something. It's okay. I did just get like a shiver through my body, which is usually not a great sign. But I'm also not a wine connoisseur or a rosé connoisseur. I just got goosebumps. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign. How do I describe the wine? It tastes like a rosé. Tastes like perhaps a cheap rosé. It's not super like dry or bitter tasting, which is nice. It's actually like quite sweet, which is usually like what I look for in a rosé. You know what? It's growing on me. It's really growing on me. How many glasses did we say? 24 glasses of wine. Yeah, you know what? I like this. Whatever I said earlier, I was wrong. The box is speaking to me. A vibrant rosé with appealing aromas of strawberry and red cherries. Light and fresh flavors of soft red fruits make this an ideal companion to light salads or equally delicious on its own. Don't tell me what I have to eat. I don't know anything about wine. I think I've already said that. It does say like the ingredients is Grenache grapes. So I don't know, like that's the variety of grape perhaps. Sound off in the comments. That's the first ingredient. The second ingredient, rectified concentrated grape must. All of those words sound disgusting. But I am actually pretty happy with this. It is sweet. It's not dry. It's not bitter. It is a very flavorful, sweet tasting rosé, and suddenly I'm having a great time. That Mexican rice is a distant memory. Oh, we haven't even rated it, and I haven't told you how much it is. So the rosé wine is $19.99. I did do subscribe and save, which I immediately canceled. Subscribe and save is $18.99 plus, no, that's it. You don't get the 10% off qualifying items. This one doesn't count. So if you're just buying it one off, 20 quid, which for 24 glasses seems pretty reasonable. I love these videos. I love these videos. Do you think if I put it there, that's gonna be a problem? Maybe not. For the rosé, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.4 glasses of rosé. It's not quite perfect because I do think the headaches are gonna be vicious. Bezos sponsored headaches. Okay, wow, I took so long on that one. Let's do a sweet. I would like to try these. These are the super soft fruit jellies by Amazon, made with fruit juice from concentrate. I kind of hope that these might be like a wine gum kind of style. They look a bit softer than wine gums, but not quite like Haribo texture. I ripped that absolutely terribly. They're big, respectfully. Cheers. Oh. That's really good. They're so flavorful. Like, this tastes like orange juice. Oh my god. This one looks like it might be a strawberry or a raspberry. These are so good. Oh my god. I don't know exactly what fruit that is, but it's so fruity. It's so flavorful. The chew is really nice. They're not sour. I don't personally like sour candy. I don't want my candy to like fight back. Do you know what I mean? These are really, really tasty. I was just looking at the back on the flavorings. Grape, pear, pineapple, peach. But I just had one that tasted like orange. These are genuinely really, really good if you like a sweet, you like something a bit soft. There's like a decent chew to that though. They're so flavorful. You know what? A couple of glasses of my boxed wine and a few of these fruit gums. I'm having a great day. Oh God, what a time to be alive. See, that tastes like lemon to me, but it didn't say lemon was in the ingredients. Huh. Anyway, this pack is 200 grams. If you just wanted to do a one-time purchase, £1.42. If you want to be a bit cheeky, subscribe and save and then cancel. That is going to cost you £1.35. Plus, if you buy 4 qualifying items, that was difficult to say, 4 qualifying items, this is part of that 10% off. So honestly, I was excited to try these. I didn't think they were gonna be my top favorite. These are so good. 10 out of 10 mysterious fruit flavors. Next up, let's do something totally different. I was curious, I was intrigued. That's all it takes, and I bought it. And that's this. This is the Cocoa Cappuccino, creamy and chocolatey. Interestingly, when I saw this on Amazon, it was branded, like the packaging said mocha, but not the tub. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing, but I just thought that was interesting. Recently, I did a video taste testing instant coffee. If you guys watched that, honestly, thank you so much. I had so much fun. I learned that instant coffee is not as bad as I thought. Some of them are actually like pretty decent. I thought this might be fun in a comparison. This is like the chocolate coffee version. So we're gonna give it a go. The instructions, 3 teaspoons in a cup, 150 mils of hot water, but not boiling. Or you could just do hot milk. Wait 30 seconds and enjoy. We're gonna do water because I feel like most people would probably do water, if I'm gonna be honest. Let me go boil the kettle and I will be right back. 1, 2, 3. Hot water, but not boiling. Stir, stir, stir. I'm back. Do you guys like my mug? I treated myself to a new mug, okay? It says howdy. I love it. While we wait for that to cool. Okay, so our mocha cappuccino. I followed the instructions before people freak out. Cheers. Okay. It's all all right. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought that was going to be nicer. Definitely has notes of like chocolatey or like chocolate adjacent is probably the better way to say it. Instant hot coffee beverage blend with sugar, dry skimmed milk, and fat reduced cocoa powder. It's okay. It's always going to be worse with water than like heating up milk. Or maybe if you put milk, just like if you want to do it really fast, like put it in the microwave. I think that would help a lot because like then it would have like the creaminess. It just kind of tastes very artificial. Chocolate artificial. Artificial chocolate. This is disappointing. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 6 sad cups of fake chocolate. Sorry, fat reduced chocolate. Why would I want my chocolate to be fat reduced? Now, if you wanted to buy this, after my glowing review, one-time purchase, £2.59. Subscribe and save, £2.33. This is also on the 10% off any 4 qualifying items. Plus, oh, sorry, no, this is a limited time deal. Retract everything I literally just said. Normally, if you want to buy this by itself, £3.06. It's currently on sale for £2.59. This is kind of disappointing. It definitely needs the milk, I think. It's okay. I think compared to all the other drinks we've had so far, there's like quite a big quality gap. Do you know what I mean? Ugh, that does not go with instant coffee. Ugh. Next up, let's do this. So these are the bacon flavor rashers. Don't get it confused with bacon rashers. These are bacon flavored rashers by Amazon, obviously. And we can see right away it's vegan, so we know there is absolutely no bacon involved in this. The bag almost has no air in it, so I don't know if there's like been a hole. I would be shocked if these aren't totally pulverized, because this also arrived in a box. I want to say like with the wine or something. Wow, you know what? Those look fully intact to me. What are they made of? They're like indestructible. Cheers. You know what it is? It's smoked ketchup. I'll tell you what, the crunch is great. They're super crispy, crunchy. The texture is fabulous. If you close your eyes, this tastes like smoked ketchup. Back bacon flavored maize and rice snack. Honestly, this really we need some meat product in here. We need some like bacon powder or something, because it really does taste. It tastes like smoky ketchup, but honestly, for something different, I'm not mad about that. Normally I find bacon rashers to be really artificial flavored. Like anything kind of meat flavored tends to be like really artificial to me, at least. And maybe because there's like no meat whatsoever in these, and it tastes more just like a ketchup like snack. I actually really like it. Not a bad combination. So this is 150 grams if you want to buy a one-time purchase. £1, 5 pence. I feel like that is super cheap, especially compared to like a bag of crisps. If you want to be a bit cheeky, subscribe and save. Guess what? You can save 5 pence and get them for £1. And of course, these are part of the 10% off any 4 qualifying items. I'm actually really surprised by these. Normally, bacon rashers aren't really my vibe. I prefer these to basically, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I prefer these to any other bacon rashers product, as long as you go into it knowing that it's basically ketchup. 7 out of 8 ketchup-based products. Next up, let's do the one that made me shout when I saw it online, and that's this. Amazon's own semi-skimmed milk. I am hopeful that this is reasonable, because I had to buy 6 of them. If you are still here and you're still watching, thank you so much. If you would like to support me directly and help make these videos come to life, please consider joining me on YouTube memberships. I post an exclusive video every week, every Saturday morning. But the exclusive, that's hard to say. The exclusive community really does help keep the lights on. So if you want to support me directly and help keep this channel alive, YouTube memberships is a great way to do that. And you also enable me to buy 6 liters of Amazon milk. I hate when the lids are attached. We gotta rip that off. Okay. Now we can't really compare it to regular milk because this is long life. Let me get a cup. I personally am not usually a long life milker. I mean, it looks like milk. It's kind of concerning because it says it was manufactured in February 2026. But best before December, best before basically Christmas of this year, 2026. Cheers. Okay, that was upsetting. Why does it taste like that? The aftertaste on that is wild. I've got goosebumps again, but I know for certain these are the bad ones. I know we can't compare to regular milk, but my God, that is rough. I think if you were putting this in stuff, like you were putting it in your tea or your coffee or whatever, maybe you're at work, you're at an office, having something like this makes sense. The aftertaste is really strange. Gotta get that out of my mouth. As it stands though, like, I mean, I don't think anybody's drinking a cup of long life milk, right? I hope not. If you are drinking just straight long life milk just for the love of the game, please seek help. But I think if you're mixing it in stuff, I don't know. The aftertaste on that is funky. I don't know why it tastes like that. I got 6 liters of this. If for some reason this speaks to you, you can buy it one off for £6.77. Or you want to be cheeky, subscribe and save. Guess what? £6.77. Yes, it's the same price. But this also does come with a 10% off for qualifying items. So you get a little bit off there. I don't know. This is like, I didn't think it would be that different, but it really is. I can't describe to you the aftertaste. At first you're like, oh yeah, it's like a creamy milk. And then immediately it's like, no, it's not. It's definitely not. I'm gonna give this 2 out of 12. I don't know what to do with 6 liters of this garbage. And finally, I wanted to end on a pudding, a sweet, a dessert, and I got these. These are the dark chocolate mint thins by Amazon. Of course, soft and rich. I feel like you can't really get these wrong, but that might be famous last words. Cute little box. Oh, look at that. Cute. They smell good. Honestly, anything to get that milk flavor out of my mouth. Cheers. Yes. These are great. I haven't had an after 8 in a really long time, but in my mind, it's very close. For some reason, I feel like after 8s maybe are a bit harder. This is a bit of a softer chocolate on the outside with the like goop in the middle. But realistically, like, these are great. Thank God. So the dark chocolate mint things that are legally distinct from after 8s. If you want to give them a try yourself, £1.79. Or subscribe and save. You want to save some money? £1.79. But these are part of the 10% off for qualifying items. It's 180 grams. I mean, it's a decent amount. Like that many for, what did I just say, £1.80 basically? I think that's really reasonable. They're very good. I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 8 legally distinct after 8. 8 out of 8 legally distinct after 8. Try saying that 5 times fast. They're tasty, they do exactly what they're supposed to, and I'm very pleased with that. All right, everyone, this has been my Amazon UK food taste test. I feel like we've learned a lot about each other today. One, wine and sweet gummies are just an A+ combination, but also long life milk, I would rather die. If you do want to try any of these for yourself, I'll put all of the links in the video description. You want to check them out. There is some other stuff as well. If you want to have your own taste test, Amazon food taste test, let me know how it goes. If you would like to watch something else, how about my instant coffee taste test? But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a real whirlwind. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a great rest of my day. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye!